what I think is going to be interesting is what are the threes that Milwaukee is all right with giving?
Yep.
Because traditionally, just in a really simple standpoint, you don't want to give up corner threes.
Yep.
You want to give up above the break threes, relatively contested. The Celtics are the only team in the league who shot worse from the corners than they did from above the break. 34.8 from the corners. Yeah, so they're a bad corner shooting
Weird.
team.
That's
So do you grab onto that stat and you go, okay, well, we'll flip to the court? Like, no, right? You don't do that. It's
I
shorter.
wouldn't.
But so I found that stat, and again, which is they're worse at corner threes than above the break, which just doesn't really make sense. That's an 82 game sample size. But what happens, they don't set up in the corners often. So I found that stat, and then I went back and I was watching the last Boston-Indiana game, and Indiana's been doubling Al Horford on the block, and so Horford, being Al Horford, it's like, okay, double team, look for my kick. And because of that, the opposite corners guy, Marcus Morris, who's standing over there, comes into the lane to help. Marcus Morris, instead of just standing in the corner where the three-pointer is a lot shorter, he ends up moving above the break. And then Horford's kicking it to him there too. And Terry Rozier is the same way. I watched it, I think it was like 4 or 5 times in that game, that they intentionally moved away from an open corner three to an still open, above the break three. And I think it has to be a product of those guys being more comfortable.
Yeah, I was going to say they must know it. The only other theory I was going to propose was that Kyrie Irving takes so many pull-up threes that he's just having a major impact on that stat. And that could be part of it, but...
It could be that, but get this then. So I looked at Marcus Morris, I'm like, what? It was weird. He's moving away from there.
Yeah.
He shot 22% on corner threes. So I think he just doesn't like corner threes.
He knows.
The second worst corner three-point shooter of 148 players who shot 50.
Huh.
Isn't that nuts?